Good morning, Modern Steaders. We're off to a chilly start this morning. It's only 48 degrees out right now, but they're calling for it to be in the 80s today, so that's gonna be nice. Let's go in the greenhouse and see how it's doing. I just shut the water off to the drip tape. Looking good. I think the plants all enjoyed their drink. Man, those tomatoes are getting so big. I'm gonna go through and have to hill up the potatoes sometime because they're just growing like monsters. I tell ya. Look at these beets. We're gonna have to do a full garden tour shortly once everything starts growing better. It is 48 degrees in here right now, so we'll keep this shut up and we'll let the sun warm it up first thing this morning. I like to leave it shut up till it gets about 80 to 100 degrees in there. You like my little hand wave? 80 to 100 degrees in there, and then I'll open it up. I find it kind of helps give the plants a nice little jump start in the chilly mornings. Wondering if the bees are coming out at all. It's still chilly, so they're probably still inside their hives. These chilly mornings, they're not very active. You can kind of see they're sluggish right there. Once it warms up, they'll be a lot more active. Check this hive. Nothing yet. The funny part is, this nuke that we put in seemed really active the first day we had it. And then the next, when we put this nuke in, this was the really active nuke. And we thought when we had brought this nuke home, it wasn't doing so well. So it's just funny to see that they kind of switched around. These chickens are getting pretty darn big. They're getting ready to go into the freezer before we know it. That's good because we're almost out of frozen chicken. We've had to ration our chicken supply since early spring, so it's gonna be nice to have a full batch back in the freezer again. Look at all that clover. The bees are gonna love it. Come on, Pluto, let's go to the house. I hear Maverick and Goose. They're waiting for breakfast, squawking up a storm. This one chicken always comes out to greet us every time we come to feed them. You ladies are doing a good number on that compost pile. You want to go in? There you go. Every morning and every afternoon she does the same thing. The chickens love having a compost pile to scratch. Gives them something to do and they're not destroying the grass as much either. They're just around here pooing everywhere and fertilizing it. It's gonna be interesting to see how this spot of grass does that they're on versus the other areas of grass that they're on. I'm thinking it's a really good thing to have a compost pile for the chickens in each paddock you move them to. So I'm trying to come up with some different ideas of how we can get compost piles out in the pasture more. Good morning, Figaro. You hear a bird? Figaro sees the robin on the fence post.
Got up on the grumpy side.
Did you wake up on the grumpy side of the bed today, Willow? Not Willow, she never does that. Willow is definitely our moodiest goat. She can be a really good goat when she wants to, but she can have quite an attitude when she wants to too. And today, she wants to have an attitude. Good morning, girls. Did you poop all up the stall again? Look at all that goat poop. They poop so much every night, but I can't complain because it makes great compost for the garden and grows some delicious food for us, so that's the way we look at it. You coming? There you go. You gotta stay in, Blossom. You gotta stay in. There you go. Come on. There you go, Willow. Now you can have some nice fresh pasture.
Want to taste that? Excuse you.
You ready this morning, Buttercup? You in a good mood?
I just want to eat. She just wants to eat.
Give me some food and I'll be good.
She don't care what it is. Not very. Make sure you put down.
You hungry? Keep your head in so I don't... Go ahead, keep your head in the dish so I don't spill it all over you. No, get in. You gotta stay in. Good girl. We find if we give them their grain all at once, they eat it way too fast. So we give them a little bit at a time and we make sure their head is in the dish before we feed it to them. So that way they don't put their head in the cup and spill the grain on us, because otherwise they make a huge mess. Good morning, girls. Your dish is way over there. What the heck? Why'd you bring it over there? Huh? What'd you do that for? Here, I'll give you a little bit of grain right here. There you go. Then I'm gonna run way over here. Hopefully they don't get me first. Beat ya. There you go. There's your breakfast. You ready to go see your babies? You ready to go eat some fresh pasture? And then we'll get your babies out.
Hey, go get some hay. Pasture. Come on. Good girl. Come on, this way. I know, we're going a different way. Come on.
Switching up your routine today.
Little baby. Before the others come. Come on.
Are you babies ready to come out? Go ahead. You ready for your mamas? Oh, reunited. Reunited with your mamas. Hope everybody wants to know if you're pregnant, huh? What do you think? Are you pregnant? Huh? Are you pregnant? Are you pregnant? We could have some Hope Goat babies this fall. That'd be nice, huh? Yep. Need to get back to work on the chickshaw today. I'm hoping to have it finished up in this video. One of you viewers, I forget your name, had a comment and said put a magnet on this leg so when we fold it up, let's see, we can have a magnet right here holding it. That's a great idea, so I'll have to run out at some point and pick up a couple of magnets. Bam, I like that idea. So we gotta put the roof on today, the door, and the handles. All right, so we're gonna need 2 of our 3-inch hinges. Boom, boom. Got them on 1 inch from the edge. We're got them on 1 foot, not 1 inch. I like it. Get the last screws put in, then we can get the frame built. Wonder how the bees are doing. Screws.
hearing something. Let me see what she's doing.
All right. Bam. Oh yeah, that stiffens it right up. I like it.
Let's go check out your garden. They're getting so big.
Yep, and all of my tomatoes sprouted, except for one in that pot, but one of them's already sprouted. My beans are huge, and I got some carrots.
You got some carrots growing?
Yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah, there's a whole
Really,
bunch.
it's hard to see those, huh?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch here. There's a couple right here.
What are you doing, buddy? Half the spinach here has started to bolt, so I'm gonna pull it out and save it for the chickens and the pigs, and I'm gonna plant new spinach here so we can have some new fresh stuff coming up. This stuff on the other side, there's a couple signs of bolting, but it's still usable. So I'm gonna leave that for now, get some new spinach started, and then I will do the same thing when this gets that way. So we can always have something going. Are you trimming the grass there, mister?
Bam! I like it. Let's grab our roofing material. We pre-cut this metal in another video, so that way we'd be ahead of it and we can just start. All right, to make it easier, I'm gonna run a chalk line right across the tin and snap a line. Bam. Now we're gonna make our handles to pull the chickshaw by hand. So we don't need to do the big moves with the mule, we can pull it by hand. So I'm gonna mark 6 inches in from the end. Then we're gonna go my drill bits all the way through the board. I like flipping it over and finishing drilling it out from the other side. For 2 reasons. It gives you a cleaner cut on both sides, and then you don't have this plug all the way in. You can just wiggle it out and it comes out a lot easier. Where if this was in all the way, you'd have to get a knife or a screwdriver and pry it out. It's kind of a pain. I'm mounting these different than the plans call for, so I'm going to use this bracket right here as a reference point, and I want it flush with the bottom here, so I'm going to do it like this. So we want to be resting around there. If you want to know the measurement from here to the end of the handle, it is 38 inches. 38. Perfect. So now we can take our handle, slide it through one side, slide it through the other, just like so. And we can drill some holes so we can pin it in place. All right, that hole's all drilled now. Boom, boom. Now you got your handle. Now I want to install an automatic Coop door on the chickshaw. I'm not sure how this one operates. The other ones that we have are chicken guards, and they work by either a timer or sunlight, or both, depending on how you want to set it up. This one's made by Omelet, their auto door. And the reason we're using this one on the chickshaw is the way this one is set up. It goes sideways, where the chicken guard goes up and down, and we don't have the height to go up and down, but we have the width to go side by side. So we gotta figure this all out. You unscrew your little box here. You got your gear drive right here. You put that on, and you get your little Omelet key. That goes in here, holds that gear in place. Make sure everything's plugged in. And then it's gonna go back down and in place. And that little plastic thing is gonna hold the gear in place. So we're gonna install that back together. All right, and then that gear drives the door. Boom. All right, so we can flip it upside down. Take our little retaining clips, put them in, and then we gotta get some screws right here. Boom, boom, and boom. Look at all them parts and pieces. All right, so these ones, yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and they give you wing nuts. 1, 2, 3. Missing a wing nut. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Might have to add some more 2x4s after to screw to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I needed to mark our holes, and my pencil wouldn't fit through the little hole, so I just screwed it with a screw, and now I'll pre-drill that mark. And then we're gonna have to put some 2x4s, one here and one here, going all the way across, so that way we can mount the other 2 bolts. Boom. I gotta make a little pocket for our hood rod to hold it, so we don't gotta worry about it kicking on us.
Tell him the truth.
What's that?
I said tell him the truth, so you don't have to listen to me.
Well, that way I don't gotta worry about it kicking out on us either. And that'll fit right up in there, and then bam.
I didn't think that was a very good idea at first.
And then we don't have to worry about that falling anywhere.
Oh, good.
You like that?
Thank you.
Is that safer for you?
Thank you.
Perfect.
So all this close-up out is really showing all those gray hairs.
It's all my wisdom over the times I've learned.
A good way to embrace them.
Might as well embrace them. You can't do nothing about them. The screws that come with the kit aren't long enough to go through a 2x4, so I kind of countersunk an area with a Forstner bit so we can get our bolt through it. We had to improvise. I went deep enough. You don't need to go that deep. She's rustic.
Love it. How many do you need?
Thank you. Put a little bit of a 45-degree angle on the back side of the ramp, so when it's fully down, it's not hitting the 2x4. Gives it a little bit more room. I want to make a little filler board for above the door and the ramp. We've never had an issue with weasels or any small varmint like that trying to get in our coop, but I want to put this there just in case we have one come in. They can't get in the coop, I'll show you. Ramp is closed if this door is open. If you look down in between here, a small little critter could get in between here and here. So I'm gonna put a board right here, so that way when it's shut, nothing can get in there. Because I would hate for some reason not to do that, and then come out one morning and have all the chickens not alive.
Which they just want the eggs anyway, right? But you
skunks
don't
want the eggs. Weasels want to come in and they just want to suck the blood out of your chicken and kill it.
Gosh, but you still don't want to touch a skunk and get sprayed.
No, you don't. So perfect, just like that. Alright, so we got a whole bunch of wire. We'll get that cleaned up and neat after, but for now, here's our control panel. On the back side, you gotta plug it in here. Bam, and then it's gonna go, these are just little rubber flaps, so it'll be a watertight seal. Do this. So this thing has 3 modes. You can open and close it manually by hitting OK. You can set it on a timer, or you can let it go automatically with the sunlight. And that's the default mode, is what the book says. One of the things we added is we added a front board right here in the front of the nesting boxes so they can't get pushed forward. And then on the back side, once I get the roof down, I can probably show it better, but we have a door to cover up the nesting boxes.
So we're trying the magnet, and the magnet is not strong enough, but we're going to try to put more metal and see if that works. No? That is a bummer. So that's the strongest one you could find.
Well, that's all low stock stuff for cabinet doors.
Oh.
It's a good idea, just if we could get a stronger magnet.
So for now, it's going to have to be eye hooks.
Yeah, I'll have to get some more eye hooks, put them on. I'll have to search online, see if I can find a better magnet. That'll do it. Had to put 2 latches on. There, and then over here. So that's our kickstand. And then when we're moving it, it'll hold it up.
Now you're going to try it on your mule?
Now we gotta get the mule down here and take it for its maiden voyage.
That was just a test run?
That was the test run. Let's go down back below and we'll unhook it and see how it works with walking it by hand. So one thing I did notice is we don't need our trailer hitch pointed up. This is tilted, so if we would have had this down where it's supposed to be, flipped the other way, this trailer would have been level and we would have had more ground clearance in the back. But that being said, we went on some pretty steep, short hills and nothing bottomed out. Alright, so take our kickstand, flop it over, take one of our pins out. Our other pin out. Gotta put our front legs down. That's why it's bottoming out. So now we can go back to the front. Our trailer tongue now becomes our handle. Boom. We don't have to store anything. We didn't add any more weight. So now I'm just going to pick it up. Boom. Oh. And then let the chickens out. If you want, come over here. Say the door. Pretend the door right now is closed. We need to open it. And now your chickens can come out.
People are pretending it's going the other direction.
But we'll make it go the other direction too. And then you can open it by hitting OK and holding it till it's open.
But it's going to automatically do this?
It's going to automatically do it tonight at sunset. So we're going to keep an eye on it and see. Bam. Keep it over here for the next few days to a week. Keep an eye on the door. I want to let the black copper Moran chicks get just a little bit bigger before we put the whole new egg laying flock in this coop. But we'll be doing that soon and we'll get them out on our new pasture. Oh, you know what we didn't do?
You didn't try to walk it?
We didn't try to walk it.
How is it?
Not that well, even uphill. This is going to be our new mobile chicken coop for our egg laying chickens. We're going to be using this mobile chicken coop out in our new pasture behind me. That pasture is very rough, so our New York City chicken tractor is awesome for moving around on a smooth field, but when it's rough, it's very top heavy and it scares me moving it around. So that's why we built Justin Rhodes' style chicken tractor. We did a few modifications, one being the trailer hitch, another one being an automatic door, so now it's automated. If we don't go out at night, that door is going to shut for them. We don't got to worry about that. We also ended up making a door to cover our nesting boxes. Bam. I had to put our hinges upside down because if they were the other way around, the center solenoid was sticking up and you couldn't get your egg baskets out. You didn't have enough height. By flipping my hinges around, I have the height. I did my trailer hitch on the back side so this way it won't interfere with the ramp coming down. So that's why that's back there, and then we can still use the shaw pot to move it around by hand if we're only going, say, from like here to up there, and we're not going a long run. We don't need to hook it up to the mule. This is our chicken flock that's going to be going in there. In about 3 more months, these medium-sized hens will start laying eggs, and then the little black ones are black copper Morans that we hatched out from her and him. Just wanting them to get a little bit bigger, and then we're going to transition the whole crew into this mobile chicken coop out on that pasture. Thanks for watching. If you want to see another fun building video, I'm going to put our time lapse of our barn right here. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey with us, and we'll see you right back here in the next video at Lumnah Acres. Bye.